Okay. Gotta get this going here. Come on now. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, everyone, remember that if the camera would point towards you, that you move away. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to move that over there. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to film off of the computer today because I want to say that I don't want to use it every day. So that's what I'm trying to do here. So it's a new week, new day. is actually based off of these This is almost over and then we'll get started here. Okay, now. Okay, so you know what today is. You know that today is a very important day. Because today is the day of the concert. And I know that yesterday we practiced a little bit. We were in the rehearsal room and we really finished everything up. So because we did that, I want to give you this opportunity today to have a day of rest, because Sunday is the day of rest. So there's really not going to be a whole lot going on today, other than you coming in here. I'm going to be going over my announcements just as normal, and then you leave and you have a wonderful weekend. Okay? So, I was thinking back to several of my plans, and I discovered that I have forgotten about a couple of things. Like, I plan and arrange for Celine Dion to come here and perform, and she did not do that. And I don't think that with the circumstances, well, she could come sometime later in April, but I was thinking that maybe this coming summer, in Fixed Fire season, she could come and give her performance then, because it's fire. And Leo is a very similar sign to Aries. And Aries is actually, the sun is exalted in Aries. And and I know that some of you are confused about what the word exalted means. The word exalted means that that sign that used to be ruled by that planet is ruled by another planet. The planet that used to rule that sign before the sign is currently ruled by another planet. So Pisces would be exalted in Jupiter and Venus, and Aquarius, Saturn is exalted in Aquarius because it used to be ruled by Saturn, believe it or not. Okay, so I just want to get that little clarification. But so what I want to do is I want to welcome the Emersons, I call them, to the Edmonton. It's just a wonder that I held on and I remembered to bring you here. Actually, somebody else brought you both here. Just because I got the message out and then I wasn't thinking, so somebody else took the initiative and did that. So I have to give, and I think that it was, like an official or somebody, but I have to give them kudos for that. So I want to welcome both of you to the Edmonton again. I know that yesterday you came here. We're just kind of wrapping up this this Aries season here, so going to stay for the last couple of days, beginning today. So we had that huge kind of celebration. We had that huge welcoming yesterday. I know that everyone was very excited, myself included, thrilled because it's an absolute pleasure to see and meet the both of you. So yeah, I'm gonna shut this down because I didn't need that going. But so okay, so now, all right. So today is the day of the concert, which is going to be this evening. It is going to be at 7. You need to be in the high school auditorium tonight by 6:30 p.m. And that goes for every single one of you. Okay? What is going to happen is, and you're not going to be wearing robes or anything like that, but you're just going to go into the little practice room, and we're going to practice, just warm up, do a couple of warm ups, and then kind of refresh and review the songs that you all know that we've done for this Aries concert. And I know that Wabimbi Bellbook and her Minton will be in the huge orchestra room. It's a room, actually, if you go to the very end of the hallway, you see that, and when I say hallway, I mean the choral hallway. You see that big room at the very end of the hallway. That is the room that Wabimbi Bellbook will be in. Because it's huge, because that's why the orchestra rooms are so huge, is because the sound can kind of travel across all the different spaces, so that no one's hurting their ears, and that no one's suffering. So it's healthy, and it's only the right thing to do that. But so I think that this concert will be, this will be the biggest of the concerts that we're going to do. Probably not the biggest, I don't know. But I can tell you that this kind of was a heavy hitting season for me. And maybe there's, again, some plans that I haven't followed through with. But so anyway, I can promise you that the next season, when we get into Taurus season, it will be so much lighter. So much of a lighter season. We will still be doing things and looking at things, but we will not be doing as much. And you'll be surprised, kind of, I think the difference between what we're doing here and what we're doing for Taurus, and it only makes sense because Taurus is not like a whole lot going on. It's very simple, essential, and you're going to find out what all of the I'm still kind of planning out what we're going to be doing exactly, and I might actually repeat a couple of things and change a couple of things that we did before. Okay. So if the concert is today, again, the trailer is on Monday. That is when the trailer is going to be shown. It is going to be at the Edmonton headquarters at the same time that the concert will begin tonight at 7 o'clock. Okay? And I hope that I'm sounding more consistent with my R sounds than I may, hear myself do it. Of course, on the receiving end, it always sounds different. But slowly but surely, it doesn't happen overnight. But there will be a day when those other R sounds will be gone. But so anyway, I don't want to worry about that right now. And I try as I might, I can't say something naturally without judging it. But so anyway, that's been kind of in my thinking process. And I think that, and this is something that I want to talk about before I go on, is that I want to talk about the fight or flight response. And that response is something that, I don't know, maybe Aries symbolizes. Had I known that in 2019, my moon that year was in Taurus, it probably would have been a different situation than it was for me in that summer. I don't know, that's just my guess. But the point is that I don't want to get you metacognated and anxious. But I just want to say that you just kind of relax about thoughts and just kind of let them lie there. Because all they are thoughts, and that's really all that I want to say about it. And I think that as you get older, it gets easier because and everybody, goes through that where they make mistakes. I don't want to call it that. But I was unprepared, and I didn't, I was younger at the time, and those, various reasons, which I think that it's safe not to get into all that now. But, so anyway, and we all have things that we, that we feel kind of self-conscious of, like, I'm, at least right now, I'm not the sort of person to be, super conscious of, how I look. I do kind of, maintain that, but I'm, in certain times where things may come up and things may go away, and, so, and I think that, especially, like around the holidays, and I'm saying that not like theoretically, I'm saying that because of my experience, particularly during the holiday times. And that's when everyone's anxious, and you have the whole, blues, and you have, and that was probably the toughest Christmas I've ever, ever gone through in my lifetime, because I could not see my grandparents, and let me tell you, I think that that would have really done a lot to lift my spirits up. But that's just how that happened, and all I can say is a lot of things I enjoyed from that, and next year is going to be this coming year is going to be a way better year for that sort of stuff, and I think that definitely by the end of 2021 things will be looking normal again fully, and you will be able to go to your parents and enjoy that time, and Thanksgiving as well. But with with the coronavirus, and I just want to bring this up right now, there are variants around the country, things that may not be so consistent, things that may change because it's kind of mutates and mutates and mutations and things like that. So I think that things are right now really really getting resolved and cleaned up. People are getting vaccinated, and if we can just stay on the same path that we're on now, and everybody doesn't get so excited that they just forget everything and go crazy, and I don't think that now we should do that, because it's like I know that like down in those southern states, and as much as I might disbelieve in the fact that they're very very warm and things don't spread easily, well the governors opened up restaurants sometime in May, really really early, and opened up businesses and everything, not because of the weather and the temperatures, but because of just how things were looking for that specific place, regardless. And then and then they were in the red zone, and they lost their their little safety net that they put themselves in, and then they just destroyed all of that progress that they made. But so anyway, I just thought that I would bring that up for everyone, just so that you can hear kind of just a couple things, but just keep doing the things that you've always been doing. Germ killers and, mask wearing outside of the cemented, obviously. Don't go out like, you did yet, though. Because it's still a little bit of, still, you still need to be safe. But, I can assure you that you will probably not have to worry at all about that later this spring, hopefully. So anyway, so what I want to do, you have two things as I talked about yesterday, Manifest Destiny WebQuest. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be going online and looking at Manifest Destiny, looking at Westward Expansion. And there's no sheet of paper, there's no questions that you need to answer. It's just you going online and learning, finding the information, and really, really becoming more familiar with your history around that time. Okay? But for the child genius thing, there is something that you need to do for that. Just it's not real involving. It's very very general, and it basically leaves it mostly open for you. But it does have a couple of guided questions that you need to pay attention to for that. And I think that you'll find that really really interesting. So anyway. I want to tell you the fact that I am getting a new assistant coming up here soon, and it will be another one of them, another one of the, a young man or so. But I didn't want to do. And as much as I hate to say this, I'm going to say this, but I don't want to do non-existent individuals. When I say non-existent individuals, I mean those that you can only find out of the millions of people on social media, such as TikTok. Now, I personally want to do very popular individuals, actors in movies and shows and things like that are going to be free. So I was thinking, and I cannot, oh my gosh, for the life of me, I can't think of the name of it, but it's on Netflix. So let me just go to Netflix.com and see if I can find the series that I'm looking for, because one of the actors in that series is probably going to come here and be my assistant. And you know what? Forget about it now. All right. So, we did others yesterday. I'll have to see about my new assistant. I am getting a new head curator here soon. Again, actually, okay, I'm going to change my tune right here. So what we're going to do is we are going to, because practice, I'm trying not to, I'm trying, to have you all not over-practice, because when you over-practice, things get tired, and things get stale, and you don't enjoy it anymore because you're sick and tired of singing it. And then once you get to the concert, it's like, I don't feel the, feelings that I felt. But, and it's really the wonder of our last concert, which was on March 15th, the Pisces concert. And that was an absolutely incredible concert. And I don't think that I've ever selected this as wonderful, array of music in a long time. And I'm so proud of you with all the things going on, that you took the initiative and you did the things for that, because you knew that we had something, that you needed to do. So that kind of have something, that end goal in mind, that you have the freedom to work up to that. So it's kind of a semi-independent thing. And I want to be real about it. It's semi-independent. I'm not going to play the card that who played. Okay. So, now, anyway, and I think that all those songs, might be keepers. I might, we might do them again, next year. I might, add in new ones. I don't know. But so, I don't know, maybe we'll do like a villain theme next year. Like go through certain signs, if they're good, and look at, the villains of certain signs. I don't know. We'll have to see about that. But so, that's really all that I want to talk to you about in terms of that. I am going through the live streams that I did way back in December, and kind of following up to the most recent live streams. And I'm going through, and I'm going to be putting images in the little thumbnails thing. Thumbnails are things that you see on YouTube videos for the first time. As usual, Call It Baron Reed posted a video. And also, if you see Dance Moms, there's a channel on YouTube called Dance Moms. And what they actually do is they update every weekend a full episode, just a random episode out of a random season in Dance Moms, in no particular order. And so you can see the episode. I know that the episode, and we've seen all of the episodes of Dance Moms, and I am feeling some nostalgia toward last year, kind of around this time. And so I think that we might actually get back into that. I don't know. But the episode that they published this week was from season 2. I think it was episode 6, Jill on Rampage. Remember when Jill first came to Dance Moms, and at that time we didn't see, the mothers weren't, that crazy yet. So over time they would get even crazier and crazier, and it would just keep going down that path. But so that's really all that I want to tell you in terms of the general announcements. Okay. I do want to keep this short so that we can get in there and do things, but I don't. Today's also, like yesterday, going to be a nice day, so I want to keep that in mind as well. Now, I will tell you that when I said, I know that everyone went to that live stream yesterday. I know that everyone was there. You did not need to get up to page 80 in Artemis Fowl, but basically by Thursday, the end of Thursday, you should have the book read and done. Okay? So before I get further into that, I just want to tell you that I think that on the 20th, maybe, we could watch a movie that I was actually watching last night. It's been recorded and it's been there for a long time. And the movie is called Midway, The Battle of Midway. Have any of you ever seen that movie? You've seen it? Okay. Yeah. Well, it has to do with us, and it has to do with the attack of Pearl Harbor, and us against Japan. That's really what the focus